Welcome to Mama Shay's World. Hey y'all. Y'all, it's time for me to go back to my dentist. Y'all, the lighting is horrible. But I just wanted to come through and do my check-in. Guess what today is? Our wow. It's wow time. Ye to thee. Words of Wisdom Wednesday. And it just happened to fall on the 7th day. Wednesday fell on the 7th day. And I was going to do the week point check-in with everybody and see how your new year was going. Right? I was going to check in anyway just to see how y'all new year was going because we're a week in. And I don't know if y'all did y'all wow, been doing y'all wow thing every day for these last 7 days or what, right? But the first week into the year, and I had to take notes once again, y'all. Y'all be having me working. Like, why am I working? Y'all got me working. I work hard for the money. So hard for it. I don't know, maybe it's my angle. I don't know. She's in a meeting. Why are they trying to come up in here? Go on, find y'all something to do. Okay, so the word of this week, the wow word of wisdom Wednesday for this week is strategize. And I made up a little acronym for strategize. And you can take this with you for the rest of the month, for the rest of the year, just like last. I want y'all to take all these wows, word of wisdom Wednesdays, and take them with you for the month. All right. So last week was to start off the year. This is the first week of the year, the end of the first week of the year, right? So I want y'all to take this word with y'all, strategize, right? Go ahead, get y'all popcorn, y'all pen, piece of paper, whatever it is that you need for this one, okay? I don't know how powerful this one is going to be, but y'all loved last week Wendy, so I had to double back this Wednesday. So I had to double back, okay? Strategize. That's our word for Wednesday. Word of wisdom is strategize. STRATEGIZE. Okay? S. Excuse me. Oh, yesterday I did that video. Y'all see how them people come to my house stealing? That's all right. Because they ain't going to have too many. That probably was their last pop-up. One day they going to pop up and ain't going to be nobody there to answer. Strategize. Whatever you're going through in life, creating a business, starting or ending a business, starting or ending a relationship, strengthening a relationship, whatever you're going through in life, I want you to strategize, right? S. See the big picture of whatever it is that you're working on. See the big picture. That's what S stands for. Or S could stand for set the goal. Actually, I'm going to give you bullet points for each letter. Okay, let's start. Rewind, start over. Strategize. S, you can see the big picture. Set the goal. And stop and think. Whichever order you want to do those things in, that's what S is going to stand for in strategize. First, for me, I would stop and think. Then I'm going to set my goals. And then I'm going to see the big picture. Or maybe I'm going to stop and think, see the big picture, and then set my goal. I don't know, but that's S, okay? Do it however you choose to do it. T, take initiative to do something about it. Taking initiative could be you thinking ahead, right? And this is whatever it is, whatever your end goal is. If you're setting small goals, if you did resolutions, if you're doing long-term goals, if you did a vision board, whatever. This is what we're using this strategize for, okay? So T, take initiative, meaning thinking ahead, right? Target the goal, and then think it through. Or do you think it through and target the goal? However your mind, because all of our brains is set up differently. Our brains are set up in different ways, so we going to go through these different steps differently, okay? R, do a resource check. When I tell myself do a resource check, that means research. In other words, research, right? But before I do those, I have to recognize when I'm making this plan and I looked at the big picture and all of that, I have to recognize that there will be obstacles. You got to be real with yourself. Keep it real. I can stand for keeping it real. Recognize that there's going to be obstacles. But most importantly, if there are obstacles, make sure you respond with purpose. Okay? That's our R. That's all of our R's. A, analyze some shit. Make sure you analyze whatever you're working on. People, places, and things, analyze it. Act on it. And adapt when needed. The lights just went off because I was just sitting here. So that was A, right? Did I say, let me say A again because I don't know if that cut it off. Analyze whatever you're working on, people, places, and things. Act on it. Act on whatever it is because you're going to go back to your R. Each one of these are going to take you back to another level, right? And adapt when needed. It's going to have to be some adapting in your whole process of strategizing, right? You got to keep it real with you. Now we're at another T. This time with the T, we're halfway through the process, right? So we midway through. So we're going to make sure we trust the process and make sure we track our process, right? Track our progress, trust the process. Track our progress, trust the process. And if anything needs to be done at this midpoint, make sure you take action, right? Don't forget to do that. So now we're at E. Still midway. We like right there in the middle. T and E is like right there in the middle. Make sure you're giving yourself praise by empowering yourself and evaluate yourself. Midway, evaluate. Another word for evaluate is what? Accountability. But accountability, we ain't going to say A. It starts with an A, so we're on our E's right now. So that's why I said evaluate you. You're the one who made these goals. You're the one who working on this. You're the one who did this and that. So you're going to have to do it. Okay? Coming towards the end with that G. Gain confidence. Gain confidence in doing your STRATE. You're at G now, so you gain confidence so you can finish your IZE. Because if you done got all that other stuff done, the STRATE, you're at this G point. You're at the point to where you can gain more confidence to do your IZE. And for I, you're going to increase your independence. Yeah, I understand ain't no I in team. But if this is something you're doing for you, y'all know how everybody say new year, new me, new year, new me. Oh. Independence. Increase your independence at this point. Z, zone in. Make sure you're all the way in. Make sure you're all the way in. I couldn't think of another word for Z. You may have a different word for Z. I'm just trying to give y'all the blueprint. Mama Shay's just here to help you out with your blueprint. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Nothing else. And it brings us to the last one. E. Evolve. Make sure whatever it is that you're strategizing on, that you're doing, that you're working on, the goals that you set, the visions that you see, the resolutions that you've made, make sure you evolve. Okay? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with somebody that you know that is working on them, that is working on something or a person or a situation or a project. Word of Wisdom Wednesday. Actually, this is our first Word of Wisdom Wednesday for 2026. Strategize. Go on back and re-listen to it and think about it. And doing all of those things, in the end, you can't help but do anything outside of evolve. E, that's the last letter. You're going to evolve. If you start off something with a strategy, you're going to evolve. Trust and believe that. Strategize. See the big picture. Set the goal. Right? Stop and think. That can be your first one. T. Target the goal. Think it through. And take initiative to get started. R. Research and realize. Research and realize that you may have some obstacles along the way. That's with anything in life. Anything in life. But anything that's for you, it's worth working on and working through. Because you're doing it for you. You ain't doing it for nobody else. You're doing it for you. A, adapt when needed and act on it. Analyze your situation. Analyze your atmosphere. Analyze your analyze, just analyze, damn it, analyze. T, trust the process and track your progress. Sometimes it's good to see your own growth because not all of us have cheerleaders. Not all of us have cheerleaders. So it's up to you to do it for you. Okay? E, and again, not all of us have cheerleaders. Empower yourself. Evaluate yourself. This is a big one for me. Accountability. Accountability. Make sure you take accountability for any and every action that you have while you're strategizing. Okay? G, gain confidence. I, increase independence. Z, zone in. E, evolve. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell button up there. Share. I just repeated this so that for those of y'all that I may have went fast for. But the Word of Wisdom Wednesday today is strategize. Y'all got me making notes, taking notes, and all of that, and pulling over to the side and say, "Oh, let me write this down. This just popped in my head. Oh, let me write this down. This just popped." All of that. All of that. Okay. So, yeah. I love y'all, and I'm up out of here.